One thing about Mars Volta, I think lyrically your songs seem to be quite up for interpretation. Uh, do you know what you're writing about, or do you just sort of let it come out and interpret it yourself later?
Yeah, later I'll say that's what I meant, but even then I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just one of many antennas, and the sooner I stop to intellectualize it, the sooner that the idea becomes like a Hallmark card.
Mm.
It's like being in a relationship with someone that demands for them to say "I love you" all the time, and it just becomes this slogan,
Mm.
and you don't really love them. But if you can just through action and just through every day love the person, then "I love you" really means I love you without having to hold someone's hand and give them training wheels as to like, oh, I do love you, I
Mm.
do love you, I do love you. It's like just let the action do it.
I mean, you've sort of both mentioned a dislike of the intellectualization of music.
Mm-hmm.
I can imagine that Mars Volta would be a band that a lot of people do try and intellectualize. You know, how do you feel when people are trying to overanalyze all of
Well,
this?
it's like someone talking during sex. I mean, there's dirty talk, which can be cool, but then there's some people who want to talk about it, and you know what I mean? Like, just kill the moment. And I think Mars Volta fans that like to kill the moment they're like talking through movies. So you miss half of the nuance of what the scene might have looked like, accompanied by the poetry of what the line might be, and just you miss everything by over-intellectualizing stuff.
Yeah, right.
You miss everything that makes expression really special and beautiful. And it's like that talking through the movie. What's happening here? Why did he say that?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it? And you're talking while things are happening, and so you can't, you know, it's like intellectualizing life instead of just let it happen. You miss out. Why do you love me? Why do we have this deep connection? What is it? And then life's passing you by, and then before you know it, you're broken up, and you're like, fuck, I should have just enjoyed the goddamn relationship.
Yeah. And I think one thing with Mars Volta. Hang on, let me start that whole question again. I mean, in your band, are the lyrics actually a very important part of it? Because I can tell you, for me personally, listening to the albums, the lyrics are an afterthought. You know, I listen to the music and the vocals, but not the actual words until later on. And I can imagine a lot of people sort of hear the band in that way. You know, how important are the lyrics to you guys?
I think they're an extreme afterthought, like way after, like years after the album came out. Really, to me, what's important is the first kind of guttural impression that I can make reacting to the music, and how someone can identify with melody, and you know, the way I'm saying it as opposed to what it means. That's better suited for someone like Bob Dylan, where everything is like, you understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if it's a metaphor or something that's kind of hard to understand, you're still there, lost in the trying to figure out the meaning of it. But with our band, it shouldn't be that way. The voice should be thought of as another instrument, you know, and it's the impact of the emotion that you're feeling right then and there. Because I wouldn't be able to tell you what it is or what I am trying to say. I never know.
Yeah.